Good morning to you, Elvis, and very good morning to AMU's viewers as well. Yes, we are broadcasting from the Mbashe local municipality. This is where 12 of the 14 by-elections that are taking place across the Eastern Cape are happening. These came into being after the ANC decided to terminate the membership of its sitting councillors after they sided with the opposition parties to unseat the ANC mayor at the municipality. Incident similar to what has been well documented that has happened at Tlokwe municipality. Voting has started already. We understand that the voting stations were opened at 7 o'clock and people are coming in their numbers to cast their vote to ensure that their favorite parties do actually win these elections. However, to speak more about how this process has unfolded so far, we are now joined by an IEC provincial manager. Ma'am, good morning and welcome to AMU's. I understand that the voting process started yesterday already with the special vote. How did that go?
That went very well. We had about 126 voters that applied for special votes and we were able to visit them yesterday. There were a few incidents where we could not find voters at home, but due to the time factor, we could not go back to those homes. But as you know, we allow voters to come today in the voting stations to cast their vote. But that was minimal. It was about 4 cases where voters were not found at home.
All right, we're almost 3 hours into the voting today. How is the process unfolding? What's the feedback you are getting from the 112 voting stations across these 12 wards?
112 voting stations across three towns, Elliotdale, Willowvale and Aidukwa, as you know, that comprises Mbashe. We opened at all stations at 7 this morning and voting is progressing very well. There are no incidents at all that have been reported so far, and political parties are present in the local IEC office in cases where we have issues coming to voting stations so that we can deal with those issues together. But as I say to you, we don't have any incidents so far.
And how long is this voting process expected to last? When are you closing the voting stations?
Our stations opened at 7 and we're closing at 7. After 7, all voting stations become counting stations. So counting doesn't happen at a central venue. It happens in the 112 voting stations. After that, the presiding officers and the coordinators will roll back the result slips to the capturing site, which is the local IEC office, where we will be able to capture all those 112 result slips. And after that, we'll be able to have the results with us for the different 12 wards.
Excuse me, sorry about that. And when can we expect the much anticipated results in this election?
The results will be declared to those parties that will be present at the time we finish capturing of results. That is this evening. But it is difficult to say at what time exactly, because we'll recall of the vastness of the municipality. Willowvale is far away, Elliotdale as well has stations that are so far away, and we will only start capturing when they get to the office. So it might take the whole night, it might finish at 12, it depends on how long they take to get to our local office. And you must remember that although we close the stations at 7, if there are still queues at 7 in these voting stations, we have to let everyone that was on queue by 7 o'clock and allow those people to vote. So voting does not end at 7 per se, because there is that allowance and it's legislated. If you are there before 7, we have to make sure that you cast your vote. Meaning that there are stations that if there are long queues at 7, that will proceed beyond 7 and allow those voters to cast their votes.
Wonderful, ma'am. Thank you very much for your time. That was the IEC provincial manager telling us about how things are unfolding so far. The importance of these elections can never be overemphasized. They are not just about political parties testing their power among the electorate ahead of the big event, which will be the provincial national elections in a couple of months' time. They are also about the control of the Mbashe local municipality council. We understand that it's a council that has 61 seats, and we understand that 20 of those are currently in the hands of the opposition. And if they happen to win these 12 by-elections, then they will seize control of this municipality. So the ruling party finds itself in a bit of pressure right now. They have to win, and they have to win by a margin of 50% plus. However, we will inform you through our various platforms on the outcome of these results. With that, let's wrap and hand back to Johannesburg.